Hi best buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today is hashtag tagmetuesday. I'm running a little late. I apologize for that. Yesterday was so very busy. My granddaughter and I made our candy making day, and it just really exhausts me, and I just could not get my video done to the quality that I really wanted to present to you. So I made it this morning, and here we are. I've got one. I'm really pleased with it. I'm going to tell you about it and show it to you in just 1 second. But I also wanted to say a big thank you to all of you that have followed me throughout this year. I have had great fun, and I hope that you all join me in the year that's coming up. All right, so what we have here is we have an index card. We have a circle, and we have a little piece of scrap. So what I've done with this here is I used my circle as a movable closure. It moves out of the way. We lift up our envelope flap, and we can get out what we have placed into the envelope. Now this is from Medieval Mirage. My index card is just from, I think, the grocery store, and I coffee dyed it. My little clock, my circle clock, is from digitalcollageclub.com. It's a subscription-based site. I have a little scrap here from Chapter 1 papers. I've used a little piece of some crinkled seam binding from my scrap cabin shop, a little piece of sewing trim, and a flat back pearl, and of course a little tiny brad. And when I say a tiny brad, I mean a tiny brad. Look how little this thing is. Now someone will say, what size of brad is that? And I'll say it's a teeny tiny size brad, because on the packaging it does not say the size of the brad at all. So let's get to making this, because I think they're great fun. You could pop them into an envelope for Happy Mail because they're very thin. You could pop it into a pocket of your journal. You could glue it down on 2 or maybe 3 sides and have another tuck spot right here when you glue it down onto your junk journal page. So I started with my index cards, and they were white, and I chose to coffee dye mine. Now these sizes of these little cards are 5 inches by 3 inches, and I did round the corners on a few of them. So there you are. They look like. So let's get one. And I have a paper pad. Now this paper pad has been around for so long, I no longer have the cover. It ran away from home, and it never sent back a message of where it was new location was. This is a Tim Holtz paper pad. I think it's retired. I wish they would not have retired it, but they did. I love the thing. I think a lot of you are still hoarding some of this. It is cardstock, and it is double-sided. So I decided to use some of my beautiful cardstock here. Now what you want to do is you'll want to cut a piece of cardstock. Now you don't have to have double-sided, but mine is, and it works out well for this project. And you'll want it to be your cardstock 5 inches by 5 inches. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold it over approximately 2 inches right here. Okay, so now it looks just like this. We're going to use our index card to make the front of our envelope. And let me highlight where my fold is so you can see just a little bit better. Well, actually, it's not dark enough for you to see. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to just run this around while I have this here. All right. All right, that's good. This is frayed burlap, is the color. I'm going to take my index card, and this is the fold. I'm looking at the fold. I'm going to put the fold on a grid. And then I'm going to take my index card and I'm going to pop it down. Let's see, how much did I pop it down here? I don't remember. I made this, actually started making it last night. And then I decided, oh, I just can't make this video. A 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch down like this. Okay, this is not going to be all the way down, and that's important because you know we're going to have to put our brad here, and I really don't want to put my brad inside my pocket. So you do want this extra space on the outside. So lining up my fold on a grid and placing my top of my index card a 1/2 inch down from my fold right here. I'm going to use my art glitter glue and I'm going to take that off. I know that I'm going to put it a 1/2 inch down, so let's just start our glue there and glue it here because we're making a pocket, and then 1/2 inch. There we go, just like that. And then what I need to do now, I've chosen to lay my line side up and the side that is solid on the inside of the envelope. So I'm just placing it down. I'm not doing a very good job. Oh, right like that. And a little tiny bit of my paper towel. There we go. Now we have made ourselves a little pocket, an envelope, shall we say, with a flap. Now you can round the corners here, and I think I will do that. I'm just going to use my little corner rounder here. I'm going to round my corners just like that. Now we'll talk about our little closures. Now I had printed these off on just copy weight paper, and this morning I had to glue them onto cardstock, and so I had to setting them underneath a book to straighten them out. And so we're just going to decide which one we like on here. And well, those colors look really nice on there. I think this one's a little plain. This one's nice on there too. I love the colors. And then there's this one. That's lovely. I don't know, there's something about this one right here. But we can be bold. Let's be bold and let's use this one right here, okay guys? Now, because I just got this one glued on to my cardstock, I just used white cardstock to glue it on, and I'm just going to use my ink sponge with my frayed burlap on it to just color it up a little bit. Yeah, it would be perfect if these were just really perfectly flat. I just didn't have enough time to get it to that position. So let's go ahead and let's attach, ooh, we've got some sirens going. Let's attach our closure. Now remember, our closure is going to swing out like this. Maybe you don't have a circle punch to make yourself a circle. Maybe you don't have a brad. You know, that could happen. You don't have a brad. So what you're going to need if you don't have a brad is you're going to need something small to where you can glue it. And yeah, we don't glue the one we're using with a circle. We're going to use a brad. But I'm talking about if you don't have a brad, okay guys? Then you're going to need a small piece. And this one happens to be 2 inches. And you're going to want to glue it just down here at the bottom so that you can get this envelope open, and then you can lift this up and then it will catch it. So this needs to be something firm like cardstock. This really isn't firm enough, but it was the right size, and I grabbed it because I thought, well, you know, this being a Tag Me Tuesday project, I need to make sure that everyone can do the project. So in case you don't have any brads, you can still do the project, guys. All right, so that's taken care of in case you don't have a brad. But we're going to do it that you do have a brad. and we're going to do this one that flips out. So I am placing my envelope between two grid marks to find my center. My center's right here, and I am going to get my little awl, and I'm going to get my little piece of packing material. I'm going to place my packing material underneath my little envelope here, and I'm going to just barely put a little hole. And how far up is this? That's a good half an inch. So half an inch is right here. So it's kind of in between these two lines right there. I'm looking at where does that pocket happen, because I don't want to put my brad in my pocket. Remember I said that? So how about if we put our brad about right here? I don't want to put it down so close to the bottom. You need to give your brad a little bit of space. We made it just fine. Can you see where it popped out? All right, so now we've got our little hole, and we are going to be able to take our little teeny tiny brad, and we'll put it through the hole that we just made, popping it through, and then popping it through the hole that we made in our index card, flipping it on the back side, and we're going to open this up. Now I'm going to turn it so that it's open, going like this, and I'm going to get a little bit of washi tape because I like to finish my projects off. I think it really is important. I know where it came from. It came from being a florist for so many years, and I was always really, watching my designers. I was a designer too. I was a head designer, and I had to check everybody's work to make sure that they finished the back of their arrangements off. Because the back of the arrangement just as important as the front. And so that's carried over to my crafting. The back is just important as the front, especially when it's going to possibly be seen. If you're going to put this into a pocket, and you will be able to see the back. So finishing it off is important to how the overall look of your design is going to turn out. So here we are here. We've got it finished. We just flip it this way. We open it up, and we have an area that we can stick our piece of ephemera, or note, or letter, whatever it is that we'd like to add. Now I've got some more pieces from Chapter 1 papers. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look gorgeous? And I've got this one. That one's beautiful too. And there's this one. I think I really like this one on this project. So I'm going to get my art glitter glue, and I'm going to add my glue onto the back of my little strip here. And then I'm going to kind of line it up so I can get it straight as possible, maybe about right there. And get that glued down. I'm trying to get it straight. I probably should raise it up a little bit more. That's okay, it'll work out just fine. Then I'm going to trim my little edges here. And let's go ahead and let's finish off and add a couple more things. I think I'm going to be putting my bling in the center of my clock. I kind of struggled with where to put my bling, but I thought the center of my little clock face is really, really cute. So there we go, we've got that. And then I've got some little, let me bring out, look at this. Oh my goodness, that's so gorgeous. Let's see, which one do we want? Ooh, that one's pretty with it, isn't it, guys? There's also this. I don't know, so far that really pops. Here's one that's a little yellower. I still like this. Do I have a peachy colored one, a lighter peach? Nope, I still like that. There's pink, more pink. is lighter peach. Okay, I think I'm going to use this color, and let's see if this is, sounds like the right rose petal. Yep, that sounds like that's the right one. I'm just going to take a little piece, just a small little piece. I'm going to actually glue it together, the ends. I'm going to glue the ends together. Just kind of make a little bit of a wad, I guess the word is. And I'm going to add it right down here at the bottom, just like that, just for a little touch. Now let's bring in, let's see here, do we want to add this as well? I don't know that we need any of that, but I do think I would like to have a little flower. So I don't have a yellow one. Do I have an orange one? Oh, I have a peach one. Wait, guys, I have a little bit of a peach. Let's see about this. Where did I put that? Oh, it's down here. Okay. So here's the peach. And then here's the pink. Let's just pop that peach on. Oh, do you hear Frankie? She has to make an appearance, doesn't she, guys? You know, I just put that on the wrong side. Okay, let's put this on the right side. Okay, there we go. I do think this project is great. Now, you guys, if you are wondering, what is hashtag Tag Me Tuesday? Well, it's a Facebook group that I have. I invite you all to join. Now, you will have to accept the rules of the group, and that is to be kind to everyone and that there's no selling on that site. Doesn't mean you can't sell your stuff, just not on that site. And then once you say that you accept the rules, there is one more question you'll have to have the answer to, but it's hashtag Cathy Sewing Happiness. That's the answer. But you have to accept the rules, and then I'll accept you into the group. And then what you do over there is you watch the hashtag Tag Me Tuesday video on YouTube channel, and then you make your version, because our personalities come out in our crafting. And then once you make yours, then you show us a picture of yours over there on the Facebook group, hashtag Tag Me Tuesday. It's great fun to see us make the same project, and it turns out all so different. I love to see all the different variations of the same project. So please don't just show us what you're working on this week. Please show us a hashtag Tag Me Tuesday project. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.